Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Adorni, and today I am back with another video. This is actually a impromptu video because I had no desire on doing this video because I was done doing videos for Sistas up until the new season starts next Wednesday. However, today I was watching BT. I was watching like reruns of the Parkers, and of course the trailer had showed. And while I was watching the trailer, I kind of got a thought in my head that just popped up. And I was like, I gotta make this video to give my prediction about this. I had tweeted about this, and I had a couple people, asking me, like, what's the tea? Like, what do you think this now? Like, I'm gonna make a video so that way I'll be able to say a little bit more. And of course, I'm gonna do this prediction, just help, with the views and everything like that I possibly could gain in the long run. So I want to do this quick video of a prediction that I have for season 4. This is a prediction that I have based on the trailer that we saw with Andi. Everyone knows Gary bought Andi a new car, and she's going to tell him like it's too late, but she's going to be driving the car because we're going to see that her and Karen is going to get pulled over. So this video is to quickly just give my prediction of why I believe Andi is going to be pulled over. And the reason that I believe that Andi will be pulled over will, of course, have to do with Gary. But it's going to have to do with Gary in a way that people may not see, or it may have went over their heads. Because people were saying, is Gary setting Andi up, or, it was the car stolen? I don't think any of that is the case. I believe Andi is going to get pulled over because of Jasmine. I do not believe Jasmine is done on the series. I do believe she is going to make a reappearance in season 4, and I believe she is going to be the reason why Andi is going to get pulled over. So in season 3, we did see a couple times where Karen was served legal papers in regards to Jasmine saying that pressing charges against Andi, and also saying that Karen, Danny, and Sabrina were accomplices. And so if you pay attention to season 3, you see that this has been talked about a couple times, where the ladies are asking what's going on. Karen gets served papers, and then in another episode, they also asked Andi what's going on with Gary's wife, and Andi has always said, I'm going to take care of it. But throughout season 3, we did not see her take care of it. So that means that the situation is still ongoing. Before Karen went to Andi's job, and when her and Fatima got into it, she did receive some more papers. But she was saying how they're already trying to run me out of business, but she never said exactly who was they. People may assume that it's Isaiah, because Isaiah, stole all her clients. However, if Jasmine also listed Karen as an accomplice, then that could mean Jasmine may also be coming for Karen's business as well. And people may think it's Isaiah, but it's really Jasmine. So I believe that's why she went to go see Andi to ask her what's going on with Jasmine. But in the process, her and Fatima, well, she got into it with Fatima because Fatima wasn't worried about her. So I believe that that's why they're going to be pulled over. Not necessarily sure how exactly, but my thought process is that Andi, since she has not received any legal documentation, we're not exactly sure why she has not received that documentation. And so she could have a warrant out for her arrest, because possibly since Jasmine is suing her, she may not appear in court as she was supposed to, because she was not aware of that. So by her getting pulled over, they possibly could just got pulled over because she could have done something as small as like an illegal lane change. But I think if they run her name and all of that, they will see that she possibly is going to have a warrant out for her arrest in regards to the charges that are being pressed on by Jasmine. And since Karen is in a car, even though this is not really ideal, but it's TV, so it could be written this way, they could also ask Karen for her identification, and they will also see that Karen is also a participant in the charges that Jasmine has against Andi. So So therefore, it's going to also place Karen in trouble. And with that being said, I believe that them getting pulled over will have to do with Jasmine. And I believe they're both, either Andi is going to get caught or they're both going to get caught to where they see that they may have something on their name. And I have a feeling that they could possibly get arrested. Just because everyone knows that the drama with Jasmine is not over. So there could be something in this particular scene, or however long the scene may be, to where both Karen and Andi gets arrested, or just Andi is going to get arrested. And to take this thought process a little bit more further as to what else I'm thinking that could possibly happen, is that, okay, so say for instance, and these are my predictions, just want to tell y'all that these are my predictions. If I get these predictions right, Tyler needs to just go ahead and put me in the writer's room or something, because I think it's only logical this happens. But it's just, of course, my predictions, my thoughts of what I think is going to happen. And so, to take this a step further, there could be an instance also where Sabrina and Danny are somehow connected as well, and they possibly may get in trouble as well. And also, we did not see where Fatima was ever mentioned to be in the case, but we do know the episode where Fatima did pull out a gun on Jasmine and her friends when they were beating up Andi. So Fatima could possibly be listed as an accomplice as well. But we do not know that because it has not yet been said. But there is also a reason or a situation that could possibly happen. So all 5 of these ladies could possibly get in trouble in season 4 in regards to the charges that Jasmine has put against them. And if they all were to get in trouble, if Karen and Andi was to go to jail, say for instance, who's going to bail them out? So, they may call Sabrina and Danny, but if all of them in jail, then it could be a different story. So I'm just going to play this a little bit 2 ways, really quickly, about predictions of 2 ways. Or just, I guess, theories of 2 ways. So the first theory, Karen and Andi gets put in jail because of this situation. Possibly they may call Gary. It makes logical sense for Andi to call Gary, but it may not necessarily be Gary who comes to her rescue. It could possibly be Fatima. And if Fatima is the one that gets Andi out of trouble, of course Andi's going to think, well, she may expect Fatima to also help Karen out. Because if we want to be real, like, who could possibly help, Karen get out of jail? It ain't going to be Danny or Sabrina. They probably don't have money like that. Aaron, I don't know. But if it was Fatima to help out Andi, then she could also possibly help out Karen as well. Or at least Andi would think that she's going to help out Karen. And if we see in my previous video, I did talk about, how I think Andi is going to help Zach and Fatima. Zach could also play a part in this as well, because if Andi does decide to help him, Zach may feel like he owes Andi one. So he could possibly go and help Andi get out of jail, even though Andi has her own money, but this is just a theory. He could possibly go and help Andi get out of jail, but the question is he going to help Karen get out of jail? So that's one theory that I have. So the second theory of how this could go is that possibly if all women gets into some type of legal trouble, and Fatima included, when it comes to help these women out, this is where Zach could also come in and help Fatima get out of jail, but not necessarily help Karen get out. And then I feel like that's going to also cause a little bit more, drama to the series, because of course, Karen's going to feel some type of way and this and that. But that's also could play, put a little bit of drama in there as well. It's like, okay, Zach helped Fatima, but he ain't help, Karen out, which he's really not obligated, even though she probably can bail him out. But, some people, they just don't believe in, helping people out once they're done with them. So I do think that could also possibly bring a little bit more drama if there is an instance to where one of the sister circle friends is helped out and the other one is not helped out. So that's my theory as to what I think could possibly happen in this series and why exactly Andi may be getting pulled over. Either way it goes, I think it's definitely going to involve Fatima and Zach in some type of way, especially if both Aaron and Karen gets in trouble. So that's all I have for this quick video. I just wanted to do this quick video just to give my theory and my prediction for this upcoming season. Possibly that we won't see this play out until probably about episode 10. Y'all know how Tyler do. But I just want to go ahead and just throw that prediction out there. And I want you all to leave your comments down below as to what do you think you all, think is going to happen as to why Andi got pulled over. I'm pretty sure it has something to do with Jasmine. And I'm pretty sure it's going to get a lot deeper than what people may assume. So if you are new here, of course, hit that subscribe button. Give this video a thumbs up and if you enjoyed it. And I will see you all next week once the new season starts.